The chaos we see in the world isn't random. It's a controlled demolition of the old financial system. Global elites are orchestrating a reset, not stumbling blindly. The US dollar-centric system has hit its limits, debt is unpayable, trade imbalances are unsustainable. Rather than risk a catastrophic collapse, leaders are managing a transition to a new monetary order. The turmoil in markets and politics is the cover for this shift. Think of it as rebooting a broken computer. Patching won't work, so a full reset is underway. Central banks and international bodies are coordinating behind the scenes. Their goal: move the world away from dollar dependency without sparking panic. Every policy, every crisis is a calculated move on a global chessboard. The average person is distracted by headlines while the real changes happen quietly. This isn't a conspiracy, it's a historical pattern and an economic necessity. The evidence is in the synchronized actions of central banks and the cryptic language of global leaders. The reset is about wiping the slate clean and setting new rules for the global economy. The transition will be turbulent, but it's designed to protect elite interests and dictate the next era. The world is being prepared for a new financial reality, one that few see coming. The question isn't if the reset is coming, but whether you'll be ready for it. To grasp today's reset, look at history's playbook. In 1913, the Federal Reserve centralized U.S. money, shifting power to a financial elite. The 1944 Bretton Woods Agreement made the dollar king, pegged to gold, but required endless deficits. By 1971, Nixon severed the dollar's gold link, birthing the fiat era, money backed only by trust. This gave the U.S. immense power, but also sowed seeds of instability. In 1985, the Plaza Accord saw global powers secretly devalue the dollar to fix trade imbalances. Each crisis led to a reset, rewriting the rules to maintain control. When the system wobbles, elites don't hesitate to change the game. These resets aren't accidents, they're strategic responses to unsustainable systems. Today's turbulence fits this pattern: instability, then a managed transformation. The lesson? When the old order fails, a new one is engineered. The cycle repeats: crisis, reset, new rules. Understanding this rhythm is key to seeing what's next. The next reset is already in motion. History rhymes. Today's Mar-a-Lago Accord echoes the Plaza Accord of the 1980s. It's not a formal treaty but a tacit deal. The US and its trading partners agree to let the dollar fall. The goal? Make American exports competitive, revive manufacturing, and chip away at debt. Other nations cooperate because the alternative, trade war, is worse. The White House talks the dollar down while the Fed's actions create uncertainty. The aim isn't a crash but a steady, managed decline of 20–30% over several years. This is a modern, ongoing negotiation. Back-channel diplomacy for a new era. For those watching closely, the blueprint for the next financial reset is clear. The Trump-era trade wars weren't just about tariffs, they were leveraged to weaken the dollar. Tariffs pressured trading partners to let their currencies fall, offsetting US trade barriers. This forced global participation in the dollar's managed decline. The strategy used tariffs as both a negotiating tool abroad and a way to boost US manufacturing at home. A weaker dollar makes American goods competitive and encourages reshoring of jobs. Mainstream analysts missed the bigger picture. Tariffs were part of a sophisticated monetary reset. The endgame isn't protectionism, it's a rebalanced global economy. The US aims to shed its overvalued currency and rebuild its industrial base. The trade war was a means to a much larger end. The real story is about currency, power, and the next financial order. Financial history moves in cycles. About every 80 years a major reset occurs. We're at the end of the post-1-2 order, with institutions and alliances fraying. Debt is unsustainable, polarization is extreme. Classic signs of a cycle's climax. This doesn't guarantee war but signals a profound transformation, including a monetary reset. Technological and monetary cycles are converging. Digitization, AI, and blockchain challenge old wealth models. The architects of the reset see crisis as opportunity to shed debts and write new rules. For investors, recognizing these cycles is crucial to navigating the coming storm. The chaos is part of a predictable, recurring pattern. The plan is a 20–30% dollar devaluation, gradual, not sudden. Imports get pricier, inflation rises, and the real value of US debt shrinks. This is stealth default, paying debts with cheaper dollars, not higher taxes. Hard assets, gold, real estate, commodities soar as the dollar erodes. Cash and bonds lose value, tangible assets become safe havens. The devaluation is intentional, not accidental. It's designed to reindustrialize America and rebalance global trade. For savers in dollars, it's wealth destruction. For those in hard assets, it's a windfall. The greatest wealth transfer of our time is underway. The winners will be those who see the writing on the wall. The reset is a transition. Fortunes will shift dramatically. Gold and Bitcoin are the assets to watch. Both are outside the fiat system, finite, and immune to central bank printing. Gold has preserved wealth for millennia. Bitcoin is digital gold for a new era. As the dollar weakens, capital will flow into these safe havens. Central banks are already stockpiling gold. Investors should follow suit. Bitcoin's scarcity and independence make it a magnet for fleeing capital. The key: don't be a passive victim. Move wealth from printable assets to those that can't be inflated away. The rules are changing, your strategy must too. This isn't about perfect timing, but about understanding the trend. The greatest wealth transfer in a century is happening now. Stay informed, act decisively, and position yourself on the right side of history. The future belongs to those who prepare for the reset. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe to Express Econgeo Finance Insights for more content like this. Let us know your thoughts in the comments below.